Hello and welcome to an exciting battle report for you today. We are having a fight in the Ardennes of Germany. It will be the 11th British Armored Division facing off against the 2nd Panzer Grenadiers, and this will be the field of battle with some woods, a little bit of hard cover, some houses, and lots of snow. Okay. Let's look at the German forces we'll be facing today, and there are a few proxies. This is a list sent to me by John Cotter, and he wanted me to give it a little test run. So we have a rifle platoon here with an inexperienced lieutenant, single man, and then we have 3 Herr veteran grenadier squads. Each with 2 light machine guns. The rest are rifles. And then we have a panzer grenadier squad here, veteran. 4 submachine guns, 2 assault rifles, and these little here designating the 2 Panzerfausts that they are carrying. Their transport will be Hanomag. And then we have 2 Maltier half-track trucks, soft skins. And once again, I don't have any Maltiers, so these are proxied. And then we have a light mortar rounding out the rifle platoon. Moving on to the heavy, or the artillery platoon, we're going to have another lieutenant, inexperienced. 2 20mm light autocannons, single, and we have a Nebelwerfer, and that is the artillery platoon. And then for the armor platoon, we have 2 Panzer IIIs, the DACA versions. This one will be the command vehicle, and then 2 Panzer Is. This Bren is going to be proxying as another Panzer I, and that is the German force, 1250 points and 17 order dice. Moving on to the British forces, and we need some light here. Let's see. Give you a little better look at these guys. Okay, so British forces today are, we have a rifle platoon with an inexperienced lieutenant, 5 submachine gun paratroopers. We have another paratrooper squad, 5-man, with a light machine gun, anti-tank rifle, and 2 light mortars in this platoon. The 2nd rifle platoon is another inexperienced lieutenant with another 5-man paratroopers with a light machine gun, and then a 7-man rifle section. Also have an anti-tank rifle in this platoon. Then they're all being supported and egged on by a company commander. Also in both of the rifle platoons, they each have forward artillery observer. So I have double artillery observers. Transports for, we have a Bren, and it has an anti-tank rifle in the front. It will be toting the submachine gun guys. And then a scout car, regular, with a heavy machine gun. And then on to the armor platoon, I have a Comet, regular, command vehicle. And then a couple proxies here for the British, as I haven't gotten my Vickers A tanks printed yet. These are both twin machine gun Vickers tanks, 7 armor. It's about the same size as the Vickers, so it should proxy pretty well. And there we have it, 18 order dice, 1250 points. So that's what we're looking at today, so stay tuned and we will bring you the battle report coming up. Alright, so we are ready to start. The I have deployed both armies. So we rolled key positions, which we have one here. There were 6 of them. One there, one over there, one back there, one over here, and one over there. And the prepared positions and the deployment type was quarters. So Germans picked this quarter here, giving the British this quarter over here. So the German deployment, they have Nebelwerfer here, 2 light autocannons here overlooking that part of the battlefield with an officer, 2 Panzer IIIs deployed here, Hanomag with 2 squads of infantry inside, the 2 Panzer Is hiding behind the building here, truck with some grenadiers inside and a light mortar over there. And then in reserve they have another Maltier with the squad of veteran panzer grenadiers and 2 Panzerfaust inside. On the British side, a 7-man rifle squad over here. We have a Bren with the 5 submachine gun guys inside, forward artillery observer, a lieutenant, the Vickers tank, the Comet is here. I have a 5-man light machine gun squad here, paratroopers, 1 anti-tank rifle, company commander back here inside the scout car, another Vickers tank here, another forward artillery observer, light mortar, anti-tank rifle, watching down through there, light mortar behind these ruins, another 5-man squad over here with the lieutenant backing everything up. And that is the deployment. And we are set to start round 1. Turn 1. So there we are, turn 1. Okay, first 2 dice out of the bag were British. The first one went to my forward artillery observer, who has called in a strike over here amongst all this artillery. And second dice was British again, and this squad of paratroopers ran from over here to behind these woods to try to capture that objective. Okay, so the third dice out of the bag was also British, and so this anti-tank rifle is going to take a shot at that truck filled with troops. So it's a soft skin truck, half track though, needing a 4-2 hit, and we have a 5, so that is a hit. So it will get full penetration against the soft skin vehicle. So +2, needing 4 to destroy it, and I got a 2. So nothing but a pin, and we throw a pin on there. And the squad inside gets a pin. Okay, next dice out of the bag is once again British. Wow. Okay, what to do here? I'm going to make a run with this Bren over here. So he is going to make a turn, and I'm going to run 18 inches. Probably not going to be able to go 18 inches, but we will go as far as we can. Whoa. And hang on to the fast-moving paratrooper. He's inside there. Okay. So that's a run. I'll make sure I didn't get too far, actually. Probably don't need to go quite that far. I want to be seen by the autocannon or the Nebelwerfer. Yeah, that's good. All right. Bryn ran over to here. All right. Okay, so next two dice pulled. One was British. This Vickers moved up from here over to here. I had to make two turns, so I couldn't make a run move. If he hadn't been in the way, I probably could have pushed on up over that way. So, and then next dice was finally German, and this Panzer one was behind here, and it made a run move over to here, try to confront these paratroopers coming up around the corner. Next two dice were also British. This anti-tank rifle went on ambush. No, not this one. This one. Yep. This one is on ambush. And this squad here was over here. And they ran around to behind these ruins over here. Next dice is German. And the Germans... So that Panzer one is just going to move up and get into position to take some shots and get away from potential bombardment there. Another one for Germans. Well, this Panzer one, not wanting to get too far into it. This one is just going to push up to here, maybe a little farther. So he makes an advance there. No targets yet, too much line of sight blocking here. And another German. So the grenadiers inside will just go down. There's two squads in there. Another German dice, second squad will go down. And it is British dice. So we have a British dice. Can't make two turns there. So we're going to go 1, 2 and go 9 inches. So I'm going to advance this Vickers over here and go 9. It's going to be giving the side shot, so let's back up just a little bit. So there we go. So this Vickers decided to move up over here behind the ruins, try to come around here and counter this push by the Germans on the flank here. German dice. And alright, so this truck is going to try to shake its pin. The Germans will have to roll a morale check. 2 dice. And they pass it with no problem. Truck sheds the pin. There. 1 turn. Advancing between the buildings. Probably come out just a little farther. Okay. Next dice out of the bag is going to be German again. Let's see. These grenadiers look like they want to get out. Yep, that looks like a plan. They're going to get out over here. Actually, this truck may have some shots. Let's see. Yeah, string that with a laser. It's really close. Yep, can absolutely see him. So the truck is going to get its 4 shots against this paratrooper squad. So 4 shots needing 5s. And that is 2 hits, needing 5s to wound. And no wounds, but they will take a pin. And now that squad has a pin inside the truck, so they will have to make a morale check as well. And 7 is good, so they lose their pin. They're going to get out. Let's see how far they can go. Alright, so the light machine gun will be there. I believe that is copacetic. Not quite. It's going to have to stay on this side of the fence. And the Germans, everything's in range. So there are 2 rifles and 5 shots from light machine guns. So that'll be 12 shots. 2, 6, 8, 10, 11. Did I not pull enough dice for these guys? There we go. Okay. So these grenadiers with the double light machine guns got out of the truck. And they're going to take some shots at these guys as well. So there'll be 12 shots hitting on 5s. And we have 4 hits. So 4 hits. Needing 5s to wound. So wow, 3 wounds. Do get soft cover, so there will be 3 soft cover saves. And I saved 2. Only took 1 casualty. So I will pull this back guy, and we will go grab a pin marker for a second pin on these guys. So some effective fire from the Germans. Next dice out of the bag. It's British.
Who's going right at it? It's a golf ball right there. Not sure it's his, but if that one looks a little too submerged. But until Phil Huff. In the meantime, 9-iron, Ben Griffin second at 12. Ben's on a heater. Look at his chops here for this one. Middle of the green. Settles in right there as we check out the next Pacific Life summary. Always looking for guys who are in good form coming into a week, especially flying around in contention. And so that does apply to a few of the names right here, especially Ben Griffin. A couple of top 7 finishes this season. Nobody's had 3 of them. Only 2 of the last 10 winners have played the Bear Track over par in that final round. Harrington and Scott together played the Bear Track well. They've been pitching at 144, almost 145 feet of putts. So Henley, that's the why for him at the bunker. Smiley, that does that with this. Well, it would be good if you're in a breaking spot. For a little fried egg action, you had a pitching wedge in the green. And so often, he's so good about just wearing out the middle of the green for 3 full days, and just came out and won't try to get too aggressive.
We are skipping towards the end of the round. A lot of stuff had moved. Nothing really much happening. And last thing in the turn for the British, the Comet has moved up, and it is going to be taking a shot at that Panzer right there. Can barely see it past the building. So we are rolling, needing a 5 to hit, and we get a 4. So nothing. And last action is German dice, and the Nebelwerfer is going down. Has no targets. Nothing in solid buildings. So far the British haven't presented any targets. So that is the end of turn 1. Alright, we will pull dice and back in the bag. Okay, I believe we're on. So we're at start of turn 2. We are going to roll to see if these two bombardments come in. We're going to start with this one first, needing a 4 up for it to come in, and it does. So how big is it? 10 inches. So 10 inches is pretty good. Probably not going to affect it. Might catch the Hanamag. I'm hoping it will. And it does. Ooh, is it going to catch the... I just missed the panzer, but I'm getting the Hanamag. And all these here. So, we're going to start rolling for this artillery piece here. And that will be D3 pins. Where's my D3 at? Wasn't on the table. Where'd you go? Well, that's no fun. Oh, there it is. Got it. Okay, D3 pins. And he's going to take 1 pin. The Nebelwerfer, we are rolling on it. And it will be D3 pins. 2 pins. More pins for them. The officer. And he will take D3 pins. 3 pins for him. And rolling on the other autocannon, a direct hit on the autocannon. So that will be 3 guys. And 2 die. One survives, and I believe now they take 2 pins. I think that's... And they will have to make a morale check. They have the officer nearby. So they're regular with 2 pins down to 7, back up to 9. And they're good. Then the Hanamag. And Hanamag will take D3 pins. 1 pin. Oh, that's terrible. Gosh. Okay. So a pin on the Hanamag. And that one has 2 squads in it. So we will put a pin on each one of those guys. Okay, so that one goes back to this guy here, and then we'll roll for the other one to see if it comes in. This one over here. Oh, miscalculation. I always seem to roll those. So we'll do 3d6, and 14 inches. So which direction is it going in? So we need a scatter dice. Alright, here we go. Scattering. Oof. That's not great. So we're going to measure that one and see where it goes. 14 inches. Okay, right there. And how big is this bombardment? Very small, hopefully. Yep, 7 inches. So just going to catch the one panzer. So here we go. D3 pins. Need some pins. 2 pins. So it catches 2 pins. So at least it was worth something. And he will get his bombardment back, and we will start pulling dice. Okay, we are into turn 2. German squad moved up, shot at these paratroopers. They went down, took another pin. Next dice was British, and the Comet has a shot at one of the panzers, so he is going to go ahead and take that shot. Sitting still, I just need a 3 to hit it. And that is a hit, folks. So we will roll for penetration. It's 7. It's under the, well, we're going to go ahead and measure it, but I believe it's under 42. So, oh, maybe not. So it is over half range, so it's only +6 pin. So rolling for penetration, and that is 8, which is a superficial hit. So had it been an inch closer, I would have done full damage. So we are rolling on the superficial damage chart, and we have a 1. Crew stunned, takes an additional pin and goes down. So, in a sense, that was useful. So it will take 2 pin markers and it will go down, so it's done for this turn. Take the German dice out, and we will mark this tank down. There we go. Okay, next. Do I have a... No, I don't have any other targets. Nobody's represented. So the next dice is British as well. And we're going to move this tank up and turn. I'm going to fire everything at this squad here. So that will be 6 shots needing 5s. So this tank moves up and shooting at these guys. 6 shots needing 5s. And we have 4 hits. Pretty good for 6 shots. They are veterans too, so needing 5s. And I have 3 wounds. Wow. Alright. So now they have soft cover from the fence. So Germans will make 3 soft cover saves. And they save 2. We're going to lose 1 guy. So there's some rifles in here. We'll pull a rifle. And then we'll take a pin. Alright. Mark that one in advance. Next dice out of the bag is British again. What to do here, huh? are going to turn and I'm going to fire at this truck. So this Vickers tank is moved up and is taking shots at that truck that's sitting in between the buildings. So that'll be 6 shots hitting on 5s. And I have 2 hits. So it'll be a pin and needing a 6 to knock it out. And I got a 6. Boom! So that truck is destroyed. Oh, wait a minute. They get a hard cover save. Yep, that truck is between the buildings, so German's going to get a 4-up cover save, and he fails it. So the truck is knocked out. Pull the dice from the bag. Alright, so far so good. Vickers tanks are proving their mettle. Next dice is German. We're going to try to activate this Vickers tank here. So it's a regular with 2 pins, needs a 7 or less, and he just did get the 7. Alright, so he is going to have to measure this because he can only go 9 inches. Obviously wants to get the point blank. Come up 3, turn, come up 6, and fire into those guys there. So it will be 8 shots for the German buzzsaw rule. So we have 8 dice. Has a pin, and he moves, so hitting on 6s, and no hits, none. So that wasn't so great. Next dice out of the bag is going to be British. Well, there's a lot that can still hurt these guys. Alright, so this little half track is going to make a run. I'll still do that just yet. No. Need to wait to see what that other panzer's going to do. Alright, so this squad here is going to do a run. One thing I don't want to do is present a target for Nebelwerfer. run there. Probably should have called in another bombardment. That's okay. Next dice. Run. Alright, so this panzer is going to move up 9 and he will get just into the woods. I don't know why that dice got moved. Okay, so he's going to fire into them. 8 shots, needing 5s for no pin. So 3 hits, needing 5s to wound. Got 1 wound, but they are down, and he's shooting through the woods, so it will be a 3 or better, and makes the save. So they just take another pin. Now British dice. Oh boy, oh boy. Well, yeah. So this light mortar is going to continue to fire at that squad because they didn't move more than 2 inches. I only need a 5 to hit them this time. And I missed. So that one will now go down to a 4. Another British dice. I think we're going to go ahead and call in the. Where's the other guy? Right here. He's going to go ahead and call in a second artillery strike. Most of these guys have moved, so we're going to place it right there. Make sure I got line of sight to that. Yep, and that looks pretty good. I can actually probably push it forward just a little bit. Alright. Next dice out of the bag is British. Okay, so I am going to issue a run order with these guys. And because the Germans have a squad next to this building, they will not be able to target that building. And that there claims another objective for me. So the Nebelwerfer can't target this building because of these guys. Now we have a German dice. Alright, so we're going to try to move this half track here. And I'm going to have to make a morale check, so they are 8 or less. And they roll a 9. So the vehicle fails its morale check, must reverse, and it goes down. British dice. Alright, what do we got? What do we got? Okay, so the scout with the company commander is moving around these woods up to here, and we're going to take a shot at the side of that Panzer 1. So that will be 3 shots, moving, so that's hitting on 5s, so needing 5s. Oh my gosh, 3 hits. Wow. Okay, so it is over half range, so penetration drops to 1, but it is the side of the Panzer 1, so it's a 7 down to a 6 in the side. So let's see if we can do some damage here. Oh gosh, and I got a 6. So a 6 is a 7 and an 8 into an armor 7 tank. So that means full damage. And it is destroyed. So we managed to destroy this little Panzer. That's 2 dice out of the bag. Very good shooting from the company commander. German dice. Okay. So this, yeah. Okay. So he is going to, what's he going to do? Advance, turn. Oof. He's going to advance to here. So he's going to go a little bit farther. He's got about 8 inches. So he was here. So he's going up 1, turning. He can go 8 inches more. So it's right there. Okay, so the main gun is going to target that tank. And the question is, do I have another target? I don't think I do. We're going to check the hull. Nope. So it was close. So the main gun on the Vickers. So the German moving, he needs a 5 to hit it. And he rolls a 1. So a miss. Another German dice. Alright. So, question is, the Germans can come on anywhere along their sides. Let me read this real quick. We're going to shut this off in a minute.
We got round 6 of 10.
Okay, we are on turn 3 now, and we have 2 more bombardments to resolve. This one and that one, so we'll do this one over here first. And another miscalculation. I seem to roll those all the time. Okay, so it is 11 inches. And which direction is it going? Oh, wow. Okay. That's probably going to save the artillery, but it's going to hurt something else. Where is my tape measure? Oh, there it is. Okay. So it's going forward 11. And how big is it? Ooh, 10 inches. Okay. So that's probably not going to affect it very much. I don't think it's going to come back and grab much. It will catch. It's going to miss those guys. Alright, so basically, Hanamag, this one, that squad, and I think both of these buildings, no, not that one, but this building could be hit. Okay. So, question is, do they want to go down? This could be interesting. Yeah, this is only turn 3, so in order to survive this, both squads are going down. Alright. So we'll go ahead and roll on the first squad that went down. And they're going to take D3 pins. 1 pin. So it's about as good a result as they could ask for. Alright. The Hanamag is going to take some pins. 2 pins. Bringing it up to 3. The Panzer is going to take D3 pins. He only takes 1 pin. So oh yeah, and the other squad that's back there. And they're going to take D3 pins. 3 pins. So they take 3 pins, and that one is done. That was this guy's. So he is done. Alright, so now resolving the other bombardment, and it's delayed. So I think we're going to leave it right there for now. No, we're going to move it. We're going to move it. We'll go up to 12 inches. Need to put some pressure on all this artillery. And we'll just pull back. Gosh, his line of sight is... Oh, wait a minute. It's this guy over here. That's it. That's his, and that's his. I'm just going to push it back to right about there. And now we will start turn. Okay, so these Germans here have passed their order test, and they have decided to shoot at this officer to eliminate the morale bonus to this squad that has a bunch of pins. So they will be shooting 12 shots. He elected to go down just to try to survive. So we will be rolling 12 dice, needing 4s to hit. Oh, that's a lot of hits. That is a lot of hits. Everything hit but 1. I mean, that's like, wow. Okay, so he's inexperienced, so just needing 3s to kill. And a few misses, but 3, 6, 8 cover saves. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 5 up. They are shooting over the fence too. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. So it's a the 5 and down makes it 3. So 3 up. So if I can keep all these above 3, nope, not close. So he's dead. So they managed to kill the officer, and takes the dice out of the bag, and the brave officer dies. Okay, next dice is British. Well, I don't have any more morale bonuses for them. I'm going to go ahead and fire the V mortar over here that's still ranging in on these Germans. And we're needing a 4 this time to hit. And we got a hit. So that will be, it looks like 2 guys the way they've spread out. So they're veterans. So needing 4s. So I killed 1 guy. And they will take D2 pins. I'm going to take 1 pin. But I am now ranged in, and I continue to punish them unless they book it, which they can't. So we're going to pull another rifleman. That's the NCO. Actually, it's down to, we'll go ahead and pull this NCO because they don't care. That was him. Fired. Next dice is British. Let's see. Oh yeah, juicy target. Okay. These guys are going to move up. And they're going to fire at that light mortar over there. So they moved up to here. Going to take some shots at the light mortar. Light mortar is going to go down. Because that's what you have to do with light mortars to survive. So that means that he is now back to 6. Loses his range. Ranging in, but if you die, you lose it anyway. So there are 4, 5, 6, 7 shots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, so 7 shots. We moved, so we're hitting on 5s, and that's terrible. I got 2 hits. So inexperienced, killing on 3s, and 2 dead. But he is down in cover, so it'll be 3 up cover saves. And he saved one and lost one. So he's going to lose a man, take a pin. So he'll have to do a morale check. And he fails. So the rest of the team runs away. So light mortars do die fairly easily. All you can do is try to mitigate it, but in the end, that is what it is. Alright, so that frees up my A mortar to move. Next guy found the bag. British. I don't want to give the nib. Alright, so let's see. We're just going to fire. Yeah, that's where that pin came from. We're going to fire at the Panzer 3 that's sitting over there. I hit it last time, put a pin on it. I got a pin from the bombardment. See if I can put a 3rd pin on it. Needing a 4 to hit this time, and I missed. Another British dice. So this tank is going to turn, move, and turn so that I can get out of line of sight of that panzer, and I'm going to shoot back into this squad again. So 6 shots, hitting on 5s because I moved. So 2 hits and needing 5s to wound. So I got 1 wound. They are soft cover, so 5 up cover save, and he failed it. So they're going to lose a guy. Now they've lost the loader. That's a machine gunner. That's a loader. They're going to take another pin. And dice again. This guy's going to run this way. Next dice is German. Going to attempt to activate the Panzer 3. So it has 2 pins, the officer nearby, so 9 or less, and it passes, losing 1 pin, and it can maneuver away from this bombardment and where it can do some damage. So we're going to pivot. We're going to move up 9, pivot. Okay, so he has a pin. Where'd that pin go? There. And he advanced. So main gun's going to go into the tank, and the hull machine gun's going to go into this forward artillery observer. So the main gun needing a 6 to hit because he moved and he has a pin, and he misses. And then it will be 4 shots hitting on 6s down the observer. So 1 hit, so there's a pin, needing a 4 to wound, and rolled a 3, so it's just a pin. So very lucky for the artillery observer. Taking some heavy machine gun fire as he tries to get behind the tank. Okay, so we are at the start of turn 5 now. So Panzer has been pushing up, trying to push back on some of this infantry. This Panzer has tried to kill those guys. The Nebelwerfer took a direct hit from the forward artillery observer, killing all the crew. Both of these light autocannons sent men over to reinforce the crew. We had a bunch of rallies over here. This Panzer III fired and immobilized that Vickers, and then in turn the Comet hit it and immobilized it. This officer ran over here to grab this objective and to give morale bonus to those units. Pushing up with some infantry to make sure I hold this objective, and these grenadiers with their assault rifles and submachine guns are pushing up trying to take it back. The Maltier was hit by an anti-tank rifle and destroyed, and that is the end of turn 4. We're going to turn 5. All important first dice of turn 5 goes to the Germans, and they have finally got something in sight. Where is that dice? Just had it. Oh my god. Okay, there it is. So they have a target in sight. They're going to fire the Nebelwerfer, and it has 2 crewmen now because of the reinforcements. So we're going over here targeting this scout car, and going to catch the Comet, this one, them, and them. So we'll be rolling first on the Comet, and they miss on the Comet. Rolling on the scout car, misses on the scout car. The light mortar team will go down, and they miss, and the anti-tank rifle team will also go down and misses. So all said, nothing really happened with the net. Okay, so we are on turn 6, and so now we have the Panzer III moving up, trying to take out this squad. This squad has come up to try to hold this objective. This German squad has come up and laid some fire into these guys and whittled them down along with the Hanomag. The Nebelwerfer got a chance to fire up there. Artillery pieces, 1 on ambush, and 1 in so that one fired on the Comet and just put a pin on it. Hull machine gun fired and took out a couple of paratroopers. These guys have moved up, taking them under fire. And anti-tank rifle over here moved up, putting some shots into these guys, as well as the armored car. Light mortar is still there. that's pretty much it. So we are going to see what happens in turn 6. Right now, 3 objectives to 3 objectives. Okay, end of game wrap. So the Panzer III tried to shoot this squad that was here, failed its morale check, backed up as far as it could go. This Panzer I moved up, shot at that squad, and only managed to put a pin on them. This squad moved up and shot one of these. Okay, battery died on me, so I'm going to try to make this quick. It ended up 4 objectives to 2. It all came down to this one, which was owned by the Germans until these guys shot all the infantry off. These 2 panzers tried to kill this 2 men that were left here in this squad here. Couldn't do it. All they did was put a pin on them. And this autocannon was on ambush, guarding. Took a shot, killed one guy, didn't stop them. They ran around and grabbed this objective, giving the British 4 objectives to 2. And that's pretty much it. So the Comet was unspectacular, managing just to immobilize one Panzer III and keep it at bay the whole game. Maybe I should have pushed up after immobilizing it. Stubborn paratroopers, this poor guy here, he withstood a hail of fire and is still there. Nebelwerfer missed every time. Autocannons had limited fields of fire due to the buildings. And so that's it, guys. Hope you enjoyed this battle report and look forward to the next one.